All right, so this is the week for everyone who has been waiting for UAVS to rip. So I exited PTSV, made about a couple $100 grand on PTSV, rolled all that into UAVS. UAVS tanked, which I assumed was going to. I bought all the way down. I got all the way down to 198 a share I was buying at. So my average cost per share right now is about 230. And then today through the end of this week, it should rip. So looking at like hopefully a $3 to $3.50 by Monday of next week, Tuesday of next week. And today is the IPO of Bullish, which is Peter Thiel's crypto exchange, same founder as Palantir. So I just placed a bid for the same amount that I paid in Palantir. So if you guys don't know, I put $50,000 into Palantir pre-IPO. That $50,000 today is $4 million. So I do believe in this guy. I think he's an incredible founder. I honestly didn't even know about this until Joey just told me this morning. But so I just put a pre-market purchase in for 1,450 shares, same exact amount that I did when I started with Palantir. So, hey. Oh, my big guy. Oh. You don't need that. You're a big boy. Okay, maybe you need it. You chewing on it? Yeah. What you want? Oh. Boom, boom. Uh-oh, he wants Uncle Jojo. I'm gonna hold him. Go get him. Go get him. Come on. You made it. Oh, fuck.
How are we doing, Joey?
Fuck. It's hot. Whew. Don't drink before you run. Moral of the story. Not bad for a fat guy, though. No abs.
I mean, I can't even keep up with you, bro. I'm serious.
Yeah, we're doing 7-minute miles. Whew, fuck. Oh, damn.
Joey was puking.
Was it?
Yeah.
I know he was hurting. That was tough for me, so I knew that was going to be tough for him.
Yeah.
It's hot, man. This weather's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
I don't know how you guys do that.
Oh, it's hot, it's hot, it's hot. That was like a 7:15 average mile. You good?
Yeah, I made it.
What happened?
All that fuel came up.
Oh, you drank fuel?
Yeah. Whew. After that felt fine. That last quarter mile.
It's just hot. My heart rate was like 170 something. Like 200K to pay off that I've been paying off monthly. Okay. Yeah, like once it makes, I was gonna say is like in September they're gonna. All right, so pretty much every morning is the same. I wake up, have coffee, then I take all my peptides. I'll go over the peptides individually, but after I do my peptides, I take all my pills. I do some form of cardio. So that cardio could be anywhere from an hour on the bike to an hour run to a half hour on the bike, half hour run. I try to do at least an hour of cardio. And then I'll go into the sauna. I try to stay in here for at least 15 minutes. Some days I don't have time, but traditionally it's always 15 minutes. It's infrared too, so I feel great after I get out of here. and then I go right into the cold plunge, which is behind you. And I'll do that for like 2 or 3 minutes just to like cool myself down. I know there's like a ton of research that says cold plunging isn't good after hypertrophy or for hypertrophy training or for whatever, but I don't give a shit. It feels good. And then I'm off to work, go through my meals. I usually have my chef makes chicken in like 2 or 3 different forms, filet in 1 different form, and I make all my own rice and vegetables and I just package it. I don't usually eat, believe it or not, in the morning. So what I'll do is in the morning when I'm taking my pills, I'll chug some ketones. I think it's 50 milligram bottle. So I'll do like 20 milligrams of ketones. And I use the brand KE4. I like it a little bit better than Ketone IQ. But other than that, go to work. I have usually fast until like 1 or 2, eat around 2. From there, traditionally I work until about 5, come home, eat dinner somewhere around 7 o'clock, and then that's pretty much like my day. And then I'll try to train in the afternoon if I can. So I'm trying to do at least 2 or 3 hypertrophy training days a week. So like today, if I have time, I'll train at work before I come home. If I have like an hour break or a Zoom call I can take without my camera on, that's kind of what I'll do. And it works great for me. I really enjoy it. I mean, when you think about the amount that I spend on a monthly basis, it's actually kind of crazy. Like when I actually put it all together, my food is $400 a week. So $1,600 a month on food. My peptide protocol with my growth hormone in there is probably $5,000 a month, honestly, and that's my cost, I think, on that. I don't know what it costs like to do it otherwise. My IVs, my stem cell IVs that I do every 6 months are $50,000 each, so it's $100 grand there. And then I get massages twice a week on Mondays and Thursdays, right here, me and Sammy. So that comes out to be, God knows what, I don't know. I think it's like $400 every time, so $800 a week there. Yeah, it's expensive. I don't really drink. I don't party. I don't do any of that shit. So I figure instead of spending it on that, I'll spend it on something else. That's probably just the way I try to justify it to myself, but I'm super happy with the decisions I make for this. And I also do it for Sammy. I do it for my mom. It helps that I own Relive, because clearly I get a little bit of a discount there, but it would be really fucking expensive if I didn't. So that's kind of like all my stuff that I do. Am I missing anything? Yeah, and also like I think that, you know, I always go back to this and I talk about this all the time. I think bodybuilding is what really got me to where I am today in life, because when I was younger, the regimented, you know, every meal, weighing your food, you know, meticulously like scheduling out your day. I think that's what really got me into like structured scheduling and just like knowing that you can put yourself through anything mentally. And it makes business a lot easier. And I know that may sound stupid because you look at a lot of bodybuilders and they're not, you know, killing it in business. But I would argue that if they put the same effort they did into bodybuilding into business, they would be really successful. So with me, like I notice like I'm fully aligned with the more I take care of myself, the more like focused, the more dialed in I am for work, and the more, you know, dialed in I am for my days. You know, I can do more, I can operate better, I have a clear vision, I have a clear head, my guys respect me more. I mean, it's like anything, right? Like I literally am ahead of some of the most successful sports nutrition brands, multiple of those brands in the world. So if I'm a fat slob and I don't practice what I preach, like how the fuck is anyone going to believe in the products I sell? And that's kind of the way I look at it. It's like if I want people to buy into my brand, buy into my, you know, my following, watch me do what I do, like I need to set a good example. And there's no better example that I'm setting for my son. But you know, it's really easy to wake up every day and want to be great when you have someone that little just staring at you and just like emulating everything you do. You know, like we were in the south of France and I was smoking a cigar and he grabbed my spare cigar and put it in his mouth and I was like, fuck, you know, because you don't realize like they watch everything. So I think that the things that I do now are going to really, you know, even though he doesn't see it yet or move yet or do the things yet, I think it's really going to imprint, you know, at least I hope it imprints like a really good role model into him, and I hope that I live up to being, you know, what my mom was to me, you know, so that's kind of the goal there. Trying to catch an IPO. I'm gonna get a cadence and then jump in that bitch.
Oh, fuck. Gotta get you a fat kid out, Callan. That's how Dom's so successful. He starts the day off with a win because he invites his fat friend and competes with him. Look at this.
There's literally no better drink after a workout than a cadence. I don't care what anybody says. That is the best fucking drink after a workout.
Has that been working good, no issues?
It turns off still.
Is it cold?
It's cold. It's a little cold.
Is it colder than Aspen's water?
Oh yeah, way colder. That shit was fucking a jacuzzi compared to this. This has got to be
36.
Yeah, it's got to be right around there. This is very cold. Am I steaming? No, cooled off already. Talk about a fucking shock to the body.
You did a lot to your body today.
Typical fucking Wednesday.
Yeah, I go ass.
Not even kidding.
Ass first. Son of a bitch.
It's cold.
This is stupid. I come here to see Enzo and I get stuck doing this shit. I'm an uncle, not a runner. What the fuck?
So what, let me see.
We're up 0.93 today.
Oh shit.
$200 before I even went to work.
Better than me.
What do you mean? You gotta be some. It's up 215.
Motherfucker, my cost average is 238.
We'll go by the day. It's day one. It's not.
Oh, yeah. I'm up 10,000 today. Down 186,000 total. But that's really not true because I'm up 200K on PTSD. So really I'm up, but we're gonna be up by the end of the week. So I'm hoping that we started this with $1 million. I could be at 3 million by the end of this week.
Wow.
I could be at 3 million by the
And
end
when
of the
did
week.
you, and how much did you
When
put?
did we start this bullshit? 2 weeks ago? Not even.
No, it's
No.
3.
3 weeks? No, it
It's
wasn't.
been 3 weeks.
Really?
I started 2 ago.
No.
Yeah, you're 3 weeks in.
Wow. So I wouldn't consider this day trading. I would consider this swing trading. This is a swing trading. Day trading is in and out in the same day.
I'm pumped.
I got the commercial back.
Good time, bud. Feeling this out spiritually. Need a fucking shaman, bro.
This is amazing.
This is
I
the
think I
best
just learned
commercial.
something.
That's incredible. That's the best one.
That's the best one. Yeah. Holy shit, that's good. 10 out of 10.
Super Bowl worthy.
That is so good.
So good. Where did you find those guys?
I know, that's the guy who I golf with at the Grove. That's Michael Jordan's best friend.
I'm crying.
I literally, when we were doing this, I was like, B-Mac, this is the perfect commercial for B-Mac. I called him, I'm like, yo, I need you to do this commercial.
That's amazing. And Loki, you probably made his life.
Oh, he's so cool. He's amazing. He's the coolest guy ever. It is the best commercial we've done. This commercial is gonna go fucking so viral. This is gonna go.
I wanna
This
go
is gonna go.
bro.
Whenever you want. It's closed until November.
Okay.
It's gonna go viral.
That's crazy.
Viral.
That's
Viral.
really funny.
Dumb and dumbest. Dumb and dumbest.
You're gonna work out which
Dumb, dumber, and dumbest.
You're gonna go to that.
All right, guys, so Cognizant is here. This is the meeting with Tony, who is probably one of their head sales guys, I would assume, as well as their CEO, head of operations and marketing department. This is actually one of the most important partnerships to Bum Energy. I would say that we've done a lot to help Cognizant bring the awareness of what it does and how it affects, honestly, everybody to, I guess, mainstream marketing. And what we've done here is established an exclusive partnership for some specific sizes and milligrams of caffeine that we're super excited about. That kind of gives us the security to say, hey, we're going to lean more into Cognizant and, you know, bring it to the forefront of why our product is so superior, as well as kind of get together and decide on what marketing events or, you know, just what we're going to do this year with some marketing dollars to really get Bum and Cognizant more in the limelight. You know, these relationships are super important, and it's just one of those things where, you know, these meetings mean a lot. Showing face, making sure we're on the same page, and solidifying that right now we are their largest buyer of Cognizant for energy has been something that was my goal, and the fact that we're achieving it, and I'm super proud of the team. I'm super proud of everyone in this meeting. Taylor, Stefan's done a great job of selling it, and we just look forward to another big year with them. What's up, dude?
I thought you were the one in the bathroom.
I was. I went downstairs.
Oh. Okay.
There's no energy to the boy. I know. Hello. How are you? I'm good. I'm alive.
Hey, can we grab one of those things off Taylor's desk real quick? I want to see it.
Take all the way.
I appreciate you taking all this time.
I'm not even gonna bullshit you, and I'm gonna do it in here so you guys can see like literally what I use on a daily basis, but I don't count my macros. I don't, I'm not on like some strict crazy diet, but I don't really eat that much either. I've learned that like for a really long time, I was so focused on, I don't know, fucking like eating like a bodybuilder that like I realized my body doesn't need that much food anymore. So, you know, I've lost clearly 30 pounds or 40 pounds since then, and I feel like the best I've ever felt. But traditionally, my normal day, as you guys saw me this morning, I worked out, sauna, cold plunge. I usually don't eat until like 1. My 1 o'clock meal is usually an apple. I eat at least 2 apples a day. So an apple, and then I'll do a protein bar. I have more ESN protein bars in here, favorite protein bar. We're launching these in the US next year. So I'll have one of those and I'll have an apple as like one of my meals. And then I'll eat, I have a chef, like I said, I think I talked about this in another video, but he cooks me chopped chicken and then like some chicken cutlets that are air fried with like organic, no seed oils. Like these are super, super healthy. And I'll have this with some rice or salad after at around like 2. And then for dinner, Sammy traditionally will make like a steak with like sweet potatoes and salad. So that's like literally the food that I eat on a daily basis. And before I go to bed every single night, because like I said, I wake up and I train fasted. The one thing that I do is I always have like an apple or a Greek yogurt bowl with like frozen berries in it, which I love. So that's what I eat every day. When I'm traveling, pretty much the exact same thing. I try to make it so I can obviously get an apple wherever I am or bring an apple. And I can also have protein bars. And then like my goated travel hack, First Form beef sticks. I have hundreds and thousands of these things. They are incredible. They're the easiest way to get protein in when I'm on the go. I live off of them a lot. So that's me plugging in another brand, but it's because I use it and those guys are awesome. I love Andy, I love Sal, great people. Traditionally, I'll snack on 20 of these a day, depending on what time of day it is or if I have an edible or not. And then supplement-wise, the last piece of what I do is these are like the ones that I always use that are my non-negotiables, and that's why they're in these jars because Sammy doesn't like the bottles out. So creatine, 10 grams a day, no matter how I do it. Essential Performance, this is my go-to flavor right now. I love this flavor, but I love Essential Performance. So I have the strawberry here. I have EAA Plus back here. I absolutely live and die by EAA Plus, especially when I'm doing like long runs or long bike rides. And then I have Lemon Lime Replenish here, which is, you know, I really don't use this as much as I used to because I'm not doing like super, super long bike rides, and that's the only time I used it. I use the chocolate in my coffee every morning, so I'll try to have one or the other. If I'm traveling, usually the chocolate as well. Protein, my go-to is my vanilla cookie isolate, the Sebum series. This is my fuel, so again, running, biking, anything. Even sometimes training, I'll throw a scoop in like a shaker and just have it. I usually will do one scoop every half hour, so 2 scoops per hour is pretty much what this is for me, and that just keeps me fueled. And to be fair, before I started doing this, I was on this like mental fucking of thinking that when you come from like a bodybuilding world or a weight loss world, you don't associate doing cardio with calories, right? So like when I was a bodybuilder, fasted cardio, Stairmaster an hour, like whatever I was doing, it was burning calories, and it took me so long to realize that I don't need to do that anymore, and I actually need this, the fuel, to run and perform better while I run, and I actually think I burn more calories when I do it. So traditionally, it was really hard for me to get that like mental switch in my head, and as soon as I did it, my body changed more and more and more. So what I would totally recommend is if you are in that same mental kind of state, like food is not the enemy. Like to perform the way you need to perform in a workout or however you do it, you need that type of energy and that type of carbohydrate. So I love using it now. I've absolutely made it a staple. That's why it's in this huge container, because I use so much of it. And then down here, I just have different flavors of the same. So I have like the blue raspberry version of this. I have a big tub of the chocolate replenish down here that I refill in my coffee jug over there. And then as far as vitamins go, it's pretty much all obviously Revive. It's not all the stuff. I don't take all the vitamins we make. I have the multi-vitamin pack for when I travel. It's a tear pack, so it has all my vitamins in there, like the daily essentials that you need when you travel. But when I'm home, I take my Omega, I take my glycinate, K2D3, OptiZinc, and then Sammy takes the inositol. GI is like my live and die for any time like I need to go to the bathroom or my stomach feels weird. Like it is unreal. Like there's no better supplement. You mix it with anything, it doesn't taste like anything, works really well. Sleep. This is a really good formula because I've taken a lot of sleep formulas in the past, that traditionally like make me groggy in the morning, and this doesn't. I actually sleep very, very well on this. And then the Magnesium Plus. So there's a bajillion forms of magnesium, as you guys know, but this one is really for like my daily. I take this daily. So the glycinate I take before bed, because it's really for, the glycinate's for like sleep and relaxation. This is more for like muscle soreness, and like I used to cramp a lot in my quads, and I don't anymore because I take this. So last, I talked about the ketones that I take every morning when I train fasted. I used to do Ketone IQ. They're awesome. I really like the guys, but these work way better. This is Ketone Aid KE4. They taste like absolute dog shit. Like the worst tasting thing you may ever put in your mouth, but they work so well. So I can literally drink a fourth of this bottle, 12 mLs, and then I will go train. I will not eat until 1 o'clock, and I have no issues. I'm not hungry, I'm good, I'm just burning fat, and I just like it. So I've been using this a ton. And protein powder go-to right now is this. So what I've been doing is I've been mixing, so we have a cream of rice coming out that is so innovative in the space. This cream of rice right here, if you can look at it closely, like it's not your traditional looking cream of rice, and it's a specific cream of rice that you literally don't need to microwave. So basically you take 2 scoops of water, the same scoop size, take 2 scoops of water, 2 scoops of this, 1 scoop of this, and I make this like cake, like pudding mixture, and I do the same thing with this usually. So but this flavor, this lemon cake, has been like my favorite go-to right now.
I need to give it a try,
dude,
man.
smell it. It smells so good.
Let's see. Wow.
Yeah, it's insane.
What?
It's so good. So I've been using this now, and I basically just do that with this, and I'll throw in a couple dark chocolate chips and let it like melt in it and spin it around. It's fire. Yeah. So that's my life right now. All right, so apparently every time I inject something in my body on YouTube, people are obsessed with knowing what it is. And honestly, like I've been through owning Relive and trying all these crazy different peptides and all the things. I've pretty much figured out what works and what doesn't work. Obviously, I also know that this is a super expensive protocol for most people to do, and I don't recommend doing all of it, but again, I'm telling you what I do, and I'm just gonna go through it. So I'm gonna start with pills. First things first, I take a daily dose Cialis. This is really good for blood flow, and honestly, I just feel really good on it. It's great for longevity. This is Rapamycin. So Rapamycin is taken 1 day a week, okay? And what Rapamycin does, the diagnosis for it is I take 6 milligrams a week. I weigh 180 pounds. And this is literally one of the only drugs that's linked to actual anti-aging. So they've done studies on this on rats as well as dogs, and in the rats live to be double age, and in the dogs they live to be almost half as long, or like double as long. So it's incredible. It's already been used in humans, so it's obviously safe for humans to take. There's specific ways you cycle on and off of it, but it is one of, if not the most important drugs for me. It's once a week, super affordable. This one is new. I just started taking this one, and it's 5 amino at 1 MQ and SLU-PP 332. And the 5 amino 1 MQ is a 50 milligram. The SLU-PP is a 1 milligram. And honestly, it just like feels great. It feels like it enhances my workouts. It gives me way more endurance, I guess you could say, in my workouts. And that's really all I know about it. This was Dom Kuzer told me to take this, and I started taking it. And I feel like it's like better than NAD in a way for me. I liked NAD, but I didn't like the flushness it gave me when I would inject it. I would get like an elevated like heart rate for a minute, so I just didn't really enjoy doing it. Now, to the injections. I do take growth hormone. I take 2 IUs a day. As I get older, I just want to be as young as possible and live as long as possible. So I take Omnitrope, which is a pharmaceutical grade growth hormone. I've had some pretty gnarly joint issues in the past, so this has actually made them extremely good. And also all the other benefits, right? Skin, hair, nails, fat loss, all the above. I don't take a ton of it. I know some people do a lot more than that, but 2 IUs for me is exactly what I need. Testosterone, I do 0.3 units, or sorry, 0.3 cc's, so what is that? 60 milligrams a week, super low dose. I honestly don't really function well with my testosterone high. I like it to be at like 600, where some people kind of lean towards like that 9 to 1200 range. I really like mine to be like right at 600. I've noticed no side effects lowering it to that. I used to take a full 200 milligrams a week, but I just noticed that it was really hard for me to run, and I also, my heart rate was getting really high. So I just dropped it. Glutathione, 200 milligrams 3 times a week. This hurts like a bitch, but works really well just for like total body detox, liver, kidney, the whole 9 yards. People say it works for inflammation and stuff. I really just noticed like my liver function and my kidney function is always great on this. Thymosin beta and BPC. Both of these I started taking when I started doing endurance training because my knees, my hips, everything started hurting like fucking crazy, and they work so well. I've been on these now for quite some time. I don't know if I'll ever get off of them, to be honest with you. And then GHK, I just started taking. I have no fucking clue why. My patient coordinator from Relive, his name's Chris. I tend to listen to him a lot. Let me pull up the text he sent me. I'm gonna link his email also in the bio here so you guys can see it. And if you have any questions on any of these products or you want to have any of these products, absolutely more than welcome to do it. Okay, so injectable GHK is spoken about as hair, skin, but its main function is collagen and it promotes more stem cells in the body. Adding that along with continuing the injectable should definitely help. So that's why I'm using it. We'll see how it goes, but I'm just really happy. Like, this has been the best I've ever felt in my life, which is why I'm like so regimented now. I don't miss a shot. I don't do any. That could also be why when I was younger I used to kind of like not do this as consistently. But yeah, so this is it. I mean, sounds like a lot. It's a lot of needles per se. I try to combine all the peptides in one, so it's really just like 2 needles a day, the little baby insulin needles. So one for the peptides and then one for the growth hormone. I know it may be like egregious to think about the cost of all of this and, you know, with the stem cell IVs and things like that, but I do believe that if you can afford it, I think health is the most important thing. And being around, you know, to see my son grow up and stuff like that, like anything I can do to add another day to my life right now is what I do. And anything that will take a day away from my life, I don't do. So that's kind of where I'm at. And I do recommend, if you are going to do any of this stuff, obviously blood work at least twice a year. And I do once a year per Nuvo scan, which you guys saw me do. And you also saw me get my results. So thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Let me know if you liked any of this or if any of this was informative.